It's podcast 61.
I have a quote for you.
Let's go.
The health of our home planet and the survival of our species will only be secured through the use of space resources and the expansion of Earth's economic sphere to the moon and beyond.
The Interplanetary Podcast. The exploration of space for the benefit of all mankind. Your hosts here in London, Matthew Russell and Jamie Franklin.
I think I know who that is.
Go on, who is it?
I reckon that's the mighty Bob Richards.
It is Bob Richards. And why are we talking about Bob Richards today?
We're sort of reminiscing, aren't we, Matt?
Reminiscing. This is our reminiscing show. And you put down Bob Richards as your top 5 podcasts of the year this year.
He's definitely up there for me. Absolutely loved Bob. Brilliant.
Yeah.
We need more Bobs in the world, Matt.
What a legend. And what a lovely guy he was as well.
Absolutely. Double whammy.
Do you want to tell us what your favourite podcasts were of the year?
We've had such a great year, haven't we, Matt, really? But
Oh my
I tell you
gosh.
what's up there is, for me, I like learning stuff. Mm-hmm. And I reckon my top one is Saturn's Rings.
Saturn's Rings.
Saturn's
yeah, it was.
Rings, and I loved that show. I also loved learning about Cassini.
Episode 33 Cassini was.
Oh, yeah. What else did I love? Obviously, yeah, Moon Express. Loved listening to Bob.
I think you went through a bit of a purple patch there, because Moon Express episode with Bob Richards was number 32. So we had 32 and 33 right next to each other.
Yeah.
And you loved both of those.
I absolutely loved them.
Quite funnily enough, I really liked all the ones where I got to talk to, people that I really liked. So, Bob Richards was definitely up there. But for me, one of my favourite ones, of course, was Robert Zubrin.
Robert Zubrin was amazing.
I absolutely loved the Robert Zubrin episode, number 48, where he told us all about his latest paper on panspermia,
Yes.
which actually in the last couple of weeks has appeared in several other places across the internet, because it was originally in the Journal of the British Interplanetary Society.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we were talking to him, because I'd read that piece, and it's just go and track that down.
And that was the piece that Brian Blessed asked you to send him more than anything, didn't he?
Yeah, so Brian Blessed's a massive
Speaks
Robert
volumes.
Zubrin fan, or Zubrin, as he likes to call him.
Zubrin.
I don't know what's right. I'm assuming it's Robert Zubrin, but maybe it is Zubrin. Who knows?
Wouldn't surprise us.
Well, I'm sure Brian Blessed would get it right.
We never pronounce anything wrong.
No. Well, that's
Never question yourself,
it's almost become our thing.
It's our signature. Yeah.
Obviously, I really enjoyed the Brian Blessed one.
I mean,
because
to be honest, that just goes without saying.
Yeah, that was staying in a room with someone that you thought, well, really, this person is just such an enjoyable person to be in the company of.
Absolute hero of both of ours. And to hear him, just ping pong around his ideas for 2 hours was unbelievable. And Matt, you know what else we're forgetting?
Mm-hmm.
When we went to the European Space Agency in Holland, when we went to ESTEC, and we interviewed how many? 8 or 9 astronauts?
Don't go crazy, 7.
Oh, sorry.
But they were really, really cool. And I've got who was your favourite out of that lot?
Dirk.
Yeah, I have to say, Dirk. What a lovely, sweet man.
Dirk,
do you
lovely.
know what? After listening to Mike Foll's interview last week, I've re-listened to it a few times, and he had some really, really interesting things to say. Yeah,
I guess we were just put off by that one moment.
It was just that one moment, wasn't it? But the rest of it I thought was really, really cool, actually. And
you know what, Matt? I'm at peace with Mike. I know he didn't give us a space pack, but 2018 soon, and I'm just going to learn to let things go.
Nice. I actually, in retrospect, really enjoyed that interview. I mean, imagine at the beginning of the year, an interview with someone like Mike Foll would have seemed like
a dream.
A dream, wouldn't it? And do you know what? The ones that I really actually enjoyed out of the interviews were people like Dr. Alicia Markin-Kaya and Dr. Jackie Bell.
Yes.
And the lovely Debbie Lewis as well. I really enjoyed
Harriet Brettel.
Yes.
Let's not forget Harriet.
And Jonathan McDowell we had at the beginning of the year as well.
Yeah.
Marcus Allen, That was a good one, wasn't it? Marcus Allen, the Space Conspiracy
definitely in my
one.
top 5. Yeah.
And while we talk about the Space Conspiracy one, I really do want to shout out to Eric Berger at Ars Technica.
Yes,
he genuinely helped so much with the podcast by reviewing us on the Ars Technica website, and
really did bring us a lot of new
eternally
listeners.
Great. Yeah, that did bring us a lot of new listeners. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Eric.
We interviewed, and how cool! I think one of the coolest people we interviewed, and I'd completely forgotten until I went back through all the podcasts, was Mark Craig, who directed Last Man on the Moon. What a lovely guy he was as well.
Amazing. And what a story. And what a documentary. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
And I always enjoy talking to David Baker, and because he's just so brilliant. But yeah, we've had some what amazing guests we've had. It was like we've had over 20 guests this year. That's
and let's
big
up, Matt. Let's big up the British Interplanetary Society, who have been really helpful in letting us use their space to interview people, guests that they've had speaking at the British Interplanetary Society. And now we're only on their website, Matt.
Thank you very, very, very,
and all the
very
great
much
people
for
that work there. Jill, Colin.
Colin's actually of course, was a guest with us on.
He was
on the podcast when we did Marcus Allen. But there's Mila. She's been absolutely fantastic as well.
Absolutely.
So she's given us some tips even on how to run our social media, which of course...
I know. Granddads like us are suddenly getting education in social media.
I can't thank Mila enough for that.
We're doing all kinds of things like, hashtagging, we're atting people, stuff like that. I think Matt even managed to do a retweet the other day, didn't you, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I didn't know what this RT meant.
2018, watch out.
Yeah, it was these were the good times.
I think we'll be getting Snapchat soon.
Big time.
Right, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
So we've had some ace episodes, haven't we?
God, when you read it out like that, it's crazy, isn't it?
Animals in Space, you loved that one, didn't you?
I started off liking it, and then, of course, it got quite depressing, didn't it? Yeah,
it was like watching a horror movie. Obviously, you don't enjoy people being cut in half and stuff like that, but somehow you can't help but look.
Yeah, it got very Lynchian towards the end, didn't it?
Do you know what my favourite episode was, Jamie?
Go on.
It was the Mars special with Jake from We Martians podcast. It was good to have, finally have someone who I can really get on with, and
is it because I wasn't there?
Stuff. Yeah. I think a lot of people agree that's probably the best podcast, Jamie.
Oh,
yeah.
It's okay, guys. I'll just be here if you need me.
What were your favourite stories of 2017?
There's many. I know we always talk about SpaceX, but who else has the headlines like him?
Oh my God! Do you know what?
Putting a car around Mars. I mean, I know it's a
but he hasn't done that yet. He hasn't done that yet.
But what's better than that?
I have to say, all those pictures of Falcon Heavy this week have been
insane. Nothing
short of insane. We just missed that on the last podcast, but yeah, that is a story, isn't it?
Matt, I'll tell you what I love is the launch of Falcon 9.
Right at the end of the year.
Pretty
the 18th.
Cool, right?
The pictures that were coming off people's mobile phones, and because it was a night launch, you got that enormous like jellyfish in the sky.
I like it when it winds people up. What is it? It must be aliens.
Do you know what? Some people managed to spot in that mobile phone footage that the fairings, when they came off, had RCS thrusters.
RCS thrusters.
So that's sort of obviously that's a new thing. So that they're trying to recover the fairings. That's one of the things that Elon Musk is trying to do at the moment, is to recover fairings. So they very, very astute watchers had noticed that. But the most astute, I thought, was Jonathan McDowell, one of our guests, of course. Noticed that the Falcon 9 came 72 seconds after the Japanese H-2A launch, which is a new record for the shortest time between two orbital launch attempts.
That's insane.
Breaking the 4-minute 44 seconds from Cosmos 385 back in 1970.
Whoa. I mean, that's quite massive, isn't it?
There is some pretty quick maths.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of launches that day, because 3 hours later, China launched a Long March 2D, with the Ludikancha-Wexing 2, the LKW-2 land survey satellite, but they're almost certainly spy satellites. And then 3 days later, they also launched another one, the LKW-3.
When are they going to stop spying on our podcast to try and get tips?
So those 3 satellites, all launched in December, went up on Long March 2Ds. And
why don't we look at the end of year table? Then?
Oh my God! Yeah. So that includes.
Are there any launches due in the next few days?
I don't know whether some of these actually made it onto the stats table, but we have had a few. So the Zenit.
It's not going to change the leaderboard, is it?
So Russia launched a Zenit 2SB that was carrying Angosat, which is an Angolan satellite. And it's a very rare use of the Ukrainian-built Zenit because, of course, Russia and Ukraine are not getting on at the moment. But the latest news is that they've lost contact with the satellite. Even though it was a perfect launch, the satellite seems to have gone out of contact. So that's not looking good for the Angolans.
It's not, is it?
No, and the Long March 2C then sent up a triplet of Yaogan 30 satellites. That seems to have been successful. So it doesn't look as though there's going to be any more to go this year. So it was definitely the last of the Falcon. It was definitely the last of the American launches, which is the Falcon 9, which was the 18th Falcon 9 to go up, which obviously smashes SpaceX's record. And we were saying at the beginning of this year just how important a year this was for Elon Musk, and he genuinely has absolutely smashed the hell out of this year.
He's done well, hasn't he?
So many many fantastic things he's done. Most notably, of course, is having rockets that have been reused. So he's reused rockets several times. He's reused Dragon capsules second times, and of course he's done it at the same time. So a reused rocket with a reused Dragon to go up and service the International Space Station. So that is absolutely incredible, and all of his landings have worked. So he's recovered every single booster this year. The Falcon 9 has flown 18 times. Now the closest to that is a Soyuz. That's only had 10 times, and one of them failed.
God, that's so nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Well, you're right. If we look back to last year, he really was kind of on thin ice in terms of just the delays that were happening and stuff.
No, the disastrous Falcon 9 that blew up on the launch pad, and they've only just repaired that entire launch. The launch pad itself, they've only just repaired it. The contrast between 2016 and 2017, it's been incredible. I mean, now, so the Falcon 9, of course, has done more launches, essentially, than Russia. Because Russia have done 20 launches, but 2 of those were European from Kourou. They kind of don't count. And, of course, one of them failed as well. So, really, Russia have had 17 successes, whereas Elon Musk has had 18 successes on his own. So he's like, as you know, it's just incredible. And the United States have had 29 launches this year. All have been successful. China have had 18, and they've had a partial failure and one complete failure. So that actually might be slightly more, because I don't know whether that takes into account the last few that have gone up. Or we've had 3 Chinese launches this week. So
what about Europe, Matt? How are we looking in Europe?
We've done 9 launches, so that would have been 11 if we include the 2 Soyuz launches.
Yes.
Japan have had 7, but 1 failed, and the one that failed was the SS-020, which I believe would have been the smallest rocket capable of getting things into orbit. But it failed. That one unfortunately failed, so that wasn't
And what
good.
breaks my heart, Matt, is at the bottom of the list, New Zealand launches 1.
And failed.
Failures. 1.
Yeah, but it was the first suborbital test of the Electron rocket.
Exactly.
And it was the inauguration of the Mahia spaceport.
It was a test.
And therefore, it's the first time that they were using their Rutherford engine, which is battery-powered electric motors instead of gas-generated turbo pumps.
Well, Matt, I reckon in 10 years' time, you're going to see New Zealand up there with the best of them.
I mean, that's really, really amazing that New Zealand have a space launch facility, especially considering
and let's not forget India with 5 launches and 4 successes.
Yeah, so India did really well, and they had the maiden flight, of course, of the GSLV Mark III. Or the LVM3,
one of my favourites,
on the 5th of June. So that was that's notable.
So 89 launches.
Yeah, so 89 launches in total. 5 failed and 1 partially failed. So the Americans did really, really well, and mostly on the back of SpaceX. SpaceX absolutely smashed it. Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
They did. Well done. Well done, everyone.
Was there any other noticeable ones? Nah, not really. Oh, there was a Chinese rocket, which was a maiden flight of the Kiaqiu 2, which is a missile-derived rocket on the 2nd of March. That's worth noticing.
Yeah.
And the Soyuz U was retired on the 22nd of February after its 786th mission. So there we go.
Not bad going.
That's a pretty amazing piece of technology. What about deep space? What's been going on in deep space?
Deep space.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's all about Cassini this year, wasn't it, with deep space?
It was.
So Cassini grabbed all the headlines.
One of my favourites. Unbelievable images.
Yep. And it, on the 15th of September, burnt up in the atmosphere of Saturn.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we've had Juno that's been doing its 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th flybys of Jupiter. And when we say flybys, we mean skimming the upper clouds of the planet, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, like proper whizzing in and getting great science. So well done, Juno.
Absolutely.
And OSIRIS-REx on the 23rd of September did a flyby of Earth. So there's your deep space stuff. What about EVAs?
EVAs, well, 10 in total.
So we did 10 people walking out there in space this year.
Up in the front, we had Robert Kimbrough and Peggy Whitson both on 4.
Peggy Whitson, what an absolute legend Peggy Whitson is. Yeah. And of course she was there when Donald Trump did his Space Directive 1 in the background. Peggy Whitson, obviously, up there with all the proper. She is a proper space legend. I mean, Kimbrough's pretty up there as well. Randy Bresnik, he did 3.
We had Jack Fisher just beneath on 2.
The Europeans had Thomas Pasquet on 2. Here's a really good one. A little bit of news. An AI discovered a planet. How about that?
It did.
So
it absolutely did.
So my favourite stories of 2017. I think we started off, didn't we, with Trappist 1. That was very early, wasn't it? That was exciting. Very, very exciting. We had Harriet Brettle helping us to unpick that story right early on.
We did.
But that was super exciting.
I think it's one of the first times, Matt, that I've actually gone and bought a magazine in years.
Oh, wow.
Because I wanted to read up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oumuamua as well. Oumuamua, the asteroid that from another solar system that is visiting our solar system.
And we weren't there, Matt, but what about the solar eclipse that our brothers in podcast were lucky enough to check out?
Yeah.
And they went and sent us loads of
Colin
photos that we were very jealous about.
Yeah, Colin went to see it as well.
And Colin, amazing.
The most viewed solar eclipse of all time, I believe that was. We had colliding neutron stars picked up by gravitational wave detectors.
Just normal stuff in the galaxy.
So a whole new era of astronomy has started this year. And conversely, the rise of flat earthism. How about that? It's just a bit bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
I find it quite entertaining.
Right at the beginning of the year, we had China launching a quantum satellite as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. So lots happened this year. In fact, tons happened this year.
Isn't it?
Tons happened. I mean, if we just... I mean, I'm going to go and say, really, the big news of the year is SpaceX and the coming of reusability. I think that really is the big
What's bigger than that?
Space exploration story of the year. So,
Agreed.
Our award goes to Elon Musk.
Drink. Unbelievable scenes. And as we know, Matt, the pictures of Falcon Heavy and the animation talking about what they're going to do is just incredible.
Yeah. I mean, and he,
keep it up.
And he also mentioned space tourism, didn't he, at the beginning of the year? That was when he announced the people that are going to go around the moon. I haven't heard anything about that story. Wonder what's happened to that. The Space Council, of course, has been reinstated by Trump.
It has.
So we'll see what happens there. And the James Webb telescope was pretty much finished off and now is just being tested to fly in 2019. Favorites.
That's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing.
Just one more year to get through.
So what's happened this week? I'm going to tell a little bit of news this week was NASA was choosing their New Frontier mission finalists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So NASA selected 2 finalists for robotic missions that are going to be launched in the mid-2020s, and the concepts were chosen from 12 proposals that were submitted back in April, and the finalists were the Comet Astrobiology Exploration Sample Return Mission,
right,
which is a mission to 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko, the comet that Rosetta visited, and it will go there and bring back a chunk of the comet back to Earth.
Sick.
Yeah, so a sample return mission, which hasn't been done for a long while. And the second mission chosen was Dragonfly, which is a drone-like rotocraft that would explore the prebiotic chemistry and habitability of dozens of sites on Saturn's moon Titan.
Rotocraft.
Yeah, so it's going to sort of land and fly around and go to various sites on Titan, which I think is extremely exciting if that happens in 2020.
That's pretty cool.
So these are the 4th mission and 5th mission, assumably, and the predecessors are New Horizons, which flew past Pluto, the Juno mission to Jupiter, which we just talked about, and OSIRIS-REx, which we talked about, that flew past Earth on its way to Bennu. So, so it follows in the footsteps of some pretty amazing previous New Frontiers missions. It
does, absolutely. I mean, exciting stuff.
I thought this was something that was worth saying. I noticed in a Jonathan McDowell space report that none of the Galileo satellites, if you remember, the GPS satellites that Europe have been putting up. So at the moment we rely amazingly on the American GPS system, but Europe now have their very own, the Galileo system. But none of the Galileo satellites have been registered with the UN in violation of the UN resolution 1721B. And the UN, so that's pretty naughty. So
1721B.
So I think the UN are going to shoot them all down. I think
with what?
I don't know, lasers, space lasers.
What are them? Like a spud gun or something?
Yeah, space lasers.
Standard.
One bit of sad news this week, Jamie.
Oh, don't bring it down. Go on then.
Was Bruce McCandless.
Oh yeah.
He's
rest in peace.
He has died at the age of 80, and he's most famous because pretty much any picture you see of an astronaut floating in space untethered is that of Bruce McCandless, who was the first person.
That photo that you put up yesterday on Instagram was
incredible,
unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that either.
No, it's
incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing with George Clooney flying around in his little jetpack and messing around, obviously, is completely ridiculous. But it was Bruce McCandless who did that first, flying around in your own little personal spacecraft.
Yeah.
In a little jetpack seat. I mean, it's just absolutely genius.
And how brave you must be to do that.
He was actually featured in this month's Spaceflight magazine, Which, by the way, actually, Spaceflight magazine looks amazing now. So the British Interplanetary Society's magazine has had a revamp, and it looks incredible, and the stories are absolutely amazing. So,
oh yeah, I mean, you want to talk about centerfolds? Get yourself that magazine.
Nice. Have we run out of things to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, guess who I'm seeing tonight?
Oh, who?
I'm seeing Anthony from the Main Engine Cutoff podcast. He's visiting London, and we've arranged to go and meet for a drink. So next episode, Jamie, we're going to do what to look forward to in 2018.
2018, it's approaching.
So it'll be our first episode in the new year, and it will be what's coming up in 2018. So it'll be our 2018 preview, and we shall be launching our Patreon page in that very episode.
Matt, are you suggesting that we are going to soon be taking kind donations?
So if you enjoy this podcast, we are going to give you the opportunity not only to contribute a small tiny bit of money. If you do love it, I mean, it's still going to be free forever. It's always going to be free. It's always going to be independent. It's always going to be fun.
I mean, for a start, Matt, who would pay per episode for this nonsense?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe someone.
Maybe someone.
My mum definitely would.
So we that's one in the bag. But yes. So we're going to launch our Patreon page next week. So stay tuned to find out all about it. Stay tuned, and it'll be an opportunity not only to actually contribute, but also to contribute content as well. So we're going to give you the chance to help us write the show and become part of the show.
That is a prize worth forking out for, Matt.
Absolutely. And if you go completely crazy, you even get some of our brilliant merch. And some of our we got some ace merch now. We got our Rocket Equation t-shirt, our Skylon t-shirt, our Ace into Space t-shirt, all new additions to the merch store. So go check it out on our website.
Absolutely, go check it out. And as you know, Matt, funding for this kind of thing is really amazing, because not only does it mean that we get to buy stuff like nice microphones as I speak into my pathetic dictaphone. But it also means that we can, travel to more cool places to get better podcasts. Because as you know, people, when we went to Holland, I mean, Matt, that was just out of our pocket, wasn't it?
Totally out of our pocket. But I'm certainly not complaining about that, because it was an amazing.
But wouldn't it be great
experience.
to be able to,
But I don't
go further afield.
Absolutely. For example,
the listener,
if we could go and cover SpaceX's Falcon Heavy launch, would be unbelievable.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. But hey ho, we'll leave this for 2018 episode for our first for that. But when we launch the Patreon page next week. So stay tuned for the details.
In the meantime, please let us know what you've enjoyed this year. And as always, like, subscribe, check out our Instagram page, follow us on Twitter. You know the score.
Do it. So thank you very, 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 very much for making this an amazing year for the Interplanetary podcast. Here. 2017 has been absolutely fantastic. We've really, really enjoyed ourselves, and we've really, really enjoyed all the emails, all the interaction with our listeners out there, and I've really enjoyed our contact with all our favourite other podcasts out there as well, who've been really, really cool.
Big up to you guys.
Big up to you guys out there.
Thank you to all our guests. Thank you very much.
Unbelievable. Thank you very much to all our guests.
That's it. 2017 done.
2017. It's one hell of a space year.
My God.
Roll on 2018.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I've got my fighting gloves on. Let's go.
There's so many exciting things coming up in 2018, and I can't wait to do that show. So bye-bye, everyone. Tune in next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
See you.